Hello there everyone, welcome back to the Gabriel video. I'm having to re-record this because after I recorded this yesterday, and this was actually going to go up, don't worry, I'm recording this early enough that you're still seeing it at the same time, Ikeda decided, first thing in the morning, to go, you know what, I'm just going to publish them with the effects. Why would I leave them blanked out? That's silly. So here we go. There's a lot to talk about in this, so let's go quick. I don't want to waste any of your time. So we'll start off here with some details about set 2. So this is stuff that if you've been paying attention, you would already know, but this is just putting it out there. A big thing that he's saying is this is not power creep, because if you've been paying attention to other card games, and that's just traditionally what tends to happen, stuff gets creeped out. He was making a big deal about how, look, trust me, bro, stuff from set 1, you're going to be glad you bought it. There's going to be new things, obviously, but you're going to be glad you bought the stuff in set 1. He talks about race synergy. So this is things like, if you check out video top right-hand corner about beasts, that's where I talk about that new beast card and how good that is and how that's very synergistic. There's a card we'll talk about today, which does it for future men. Basically synergies are becoming a bit more important. And the value of cards that were rarely used in set 1 will increase. So we're going to potentially see cards that were really not very good in set 1 be quite good now. Cards to supplement the archetypes that were not perfect as a deck are included, so anything that you thought this is cool, I want to build around this, but didn't really work, you can expect to see here. Perhaps that means Darkness Smile. And with the new ruler, you can create a completely new deck type. Very interesting. Let's keep going. So here we've got 2 cards. Translation. So this has the keyword Strengthen, and I'll tell you exactly what it says. So this is this is 4 future men that I can read. 4 future men's, and the attribute is future men. When you put, so it has like Strengthen for reinforced future men. So when you put when you put this into play, you may put a future men into its soul. Sorry, I don't know why that took so long to explain. And if this has a future men in its soul, it gets Soul Guard and double attack. Now, I think it's fairly clear that this card is absolutely cracked. A level 1, 5/3/1 double attacker. When you consider as well that the future men, I believe a lot of them don't have spectacular stats. For example, Crystal into this is sheer value. Ed into this is sheer value, right? Ed was a card that was not that great in set 1. Now you've got a bloody good reason to run it because it's turning this on. Same with Recruiter. But although the whole thing with Recruiter is you're giving it away. But anyway, potentially this could see some sideboard play just for that. I don't know. I think the super exciting part is this isn't restricted to touchdown or overdrive, so you can just do this whenever, which is great. But yeah, once you get this off, this is 10 attack worth of value, 6 HP worth of defense, and, and 2 strike, essentially. That's good. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm a very big fan of this card. I think it's very strong. Next on the cards is this. So this is the the second new ability, which is called Standby or Waiting. All units with Standby can be set, and this unit can be normal summoned from the set zone. So that's a very simple effect on this, but you can imagine that this is kind of like what Arthur has. Basically, you can just set this, and you can just go, okay, I'm going to normal summon this. So I'm assuming the big reason you want to play this, I would assume the way the interaction would work here is you can hit this off a crystal, for example, and set it, and then play it. So this is adding consistency to your deck in that way. That is what I would assume. Don't have a confirmation on that yet, but logically I would think that's the case. Okay, so some exciting cards, don't get me wrong, but the main thing you're here for, going by the title and thumbnail, which will of course be big old clickbaity, we've got some rulers. Oh baby, we do not have the construction rules, but we can infer a good amount from what we're told here. So Wizard, this is one I've been very excited for. Turns out there was some misinformation going around about this. Well, not entirely my fault. Obviously I got this information from someone who misunderstood what was said, but I will fully own up to the fact that I will have spread this misinformation to an extent, and I apologise. Nothing about 8 energy, that's bullshit. So, things about this ruler. 2 attack zones, 1 defense zone, 3 set zones. 10 life, 2 attack, 2 strike. So, taking some big hits there on the stats. Preparation for the game. 2 cards in hand, 3 cards in energy, so exactly the same. At the beginning of your turn, select 2 cards in your energy, act, and draw 2, so same as Knight so far. Summon right 2. Now here's your special rule. Here's the reason you want to be playing Wizard, and the reason I think Wizard's going to be really strong. Energy Repair. Act this at the end of your turn. You may rest it on your opponent's turn as if it were in your energy zone. So you're always going to have at least 1 energy to interact on your opponent's turn. This means it's much safer for you to just Ooga Booga 3 to play something. This means that it's just adding a whole huge degree of versatility. It's going to massively change deck building for Wizard. I'm telling you, you're going to be running a lot more 1-cost defensive tools in this. This is really, really good. Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. Yeah, you have a lot more flexibility, and yeah. Now I'm not 100% sure, but I do think you can also rest this during your turn as energy. I'm pretty sure. No, wait, no. Well, okay, maybe not. If you can, cool. If you can't, whatever. You definitely can on your opponent's turn, and for that alone, it's super high value. I was honestly expecting its stats to be worse from the way it was being described, so 2/2 is a pleasant surprise. 10 life is a bit peak, though. You are going to be fragile. But yeah, that's the details about Wizard. Obviously, you'll see the translation on screen. You'll see what I'm looking at. Okay, next ruler. Berserker. So, this is a ruler that specializes in the power of A1 Apprentice. It's just simple. It's really simple, okay? But he said the deck limit here is going to be 80. Now, potentially 100, since you could just play 4 Haunting. And, 12 HP, 5 attack, 4 strike is fucking ridiculous. I think that's pretty obvious. That is terrifying. If you've ever been turn 1 Galact, you understand exactly how scary getting smacked in the face for 4 is. 5 attack gives this clearing power that is obscene. Now, again, obviously you're only getting 1 drive a turn, so it's balanced. But here's the game preparation stuff. It's nothing special. You drive 1 at the beginning of your turn. Your hand doesn't exist. You always you never pay the cost of cards. Blah, blah, blah. The Google Translate is going to look a bit weird because we don't have proper translations, but we know like what it does. So Berserker, very cool. Here's what I'm low-key most excited for though, because Wizard I was expecting, so I was fine. Legion is Knight Highlander. Now, not a surprise that Knight Highlander would exist. And in hindsight, should have been pretty obvious we'd get it now, but very excited we do have it. The game preparation on this is exactly the same as Knight. 2 cards in hand, 3 cards in energy, act 2, draw 2 at the start of your turn, you get summon right 2. 11, 3, 3, identical to Knight stats. And presumably we will see the exact same thing in this, where you get access to 3 factions, you're going to play up to 1 copy of each card. However, I do think this will probably be better because you are not so restricted in in your cost. We'll find out. Is that balanced in some way? We have no idea. Will there be counter limit restrictions on these cards? Can you play, is it still going to be 16? It's probably still going to be 16. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention as well on Berserker, you only have 1 set zone on Berserker, just 1. So, yeah. Double driving sets is going to feel bad, but anyway, that was another unique thing about Berserker I forgot to mention. But yeah, so very, very cool, very interesting. Finally, we got some information about the starter decks. Obviously, that was the main thing. The rulers. Really excited to see the full details on there, so we can start playtesting them. But so a few things about the zombie starter decks. So first thing is you actually get 2 rulers. It will work with either. That's really cool. That's really, really cool, and this will probably be the go-to recommendation starter deck from now on, because you just go like, okay, you have no idea. Okay, take this. This has both. You can learn, you can experience it with both. You can play either, have a fun time, see how the deck plays. And a cool thing is it's designed so you can, if you buy 2, you can split it into 2 separate decks. 1 for Apprentice, 1 for Knight. Very, very cool. Very good for beginner players, because that's definitely going to feel a hell of a lot better than buying 2 of any other deck. So I'm a big fan of that. But okay, whatever. Enough simping. Here's the cool stuff. Okay, sorry. One more thing. No legend card. Feels bad, man. This has 24 new cards in it, though. 24. 24. That's a lot. That is a lot. Anyway, here are the new cards. So, translations. Boom. So here we've got Zombie Rider. Zombie Rider, Zombie Rider, Zombie Rider. There it is. Okay. I have to double check. I could translate this myself, but I don't want to. So, level 2 unit, Zombie Rider. This is a zombie, a hero, and a military. Where's Darkness? What? If you saw my video about my speculation on this, I was like, oh, I think this is going to make Darkness great again. And maybe it isn't. We'll see. Now, of course, that was all speculation, and Ikeda has since confirmed. If you follow me on Twitter, I've retweeted that. I suggest you follow me on Twitter because I'm fucking hilarious at Academy Aibo. But Ikeda did say that Set 2 is going to make Abyss Summon much better, so we'll see. But anyway, wrapping back, if you're interested in that speculation video and you're going to laugh at how wrong I was, check the card. But here we go, 3-3-2, level 2. Not fantastic stats, but it has Breakthrough, I believe that is, and this card gets +1 attack and +1 HP for each other zombie or military units on the field, and a zombie and military unit would count as 2. So this is potentially a 5-5-2 very easily with Breakthrough. That's very strong. Now you remember the zombie card that was revealed a little while ago, the counter that will revive 2 things. And suddenly, this card becomes totally cracked, because with that, it's a free 5-5-2, big value, Breakthrough, big value, and get an extra level 0. Super strong. Let's talk about Joe. This is Joe in New York, and this is military as well. I can't read the top one. This is a 5-2-1 level 2, so not the best stats on a level 2. It's the same stats as level 0, actually. But for those extra 2 levels, and losing the Beast attribute, what you're getting is the ability to just destroy a unit in the defensive zone, and I wouldn't sleep on the ability to just destroy something. Now, this is like a Mikage, kind of, but obviously you're not taking up a counter spot, but you're paying a higher level cost. So I think this is a good card, and, you know, it's a general thing I feel like I was just saying, like, yeah, this is a good card. Is it worth it? We're going to have to fucking playtest, and it'll depend on the build. But we'll see. It's certainly very cool. I am very excited to see what happens with the rest of this stuff. Okay, then we've finally, for this video, we've got some news about the starter deck. This one here with, you know, Findart and all that. Lots of dragons. This is for night only, and they do say that... oh, God! Will I cut that out? We'll find out. We do find out that, I'm not sure if that's still here. Yeah, okay. So all this stuff is going to work with Creation Summon and Abyss Summon. This is new flashy stuff. Very cool. Basically, he just goes, if you are interested in playing any kind of dragon-based deck for the future, you should probably buy this. Okay, Ikeda, I'll give you money. But here's what you're waiting for, boys. The last 2 cards, featuring a legend, featuring Jack. Let's talk about the one that isn't Jack first. This is a level 2, 3-3-2. This is Dragon and I think Earth, or Fire, maybe one of them. The effect is, when this card is special summoned, select 1 or more enemy units and allocate 3 damage. Very interesting effect, very good effect. Now there's a strong parallel to this card in set 1 already, where you get to choose 1 unit to deal 3 damage to. Will this be seen? Potentially. This isn't just limited to Genesis Summon, and from the sort of implication about the way this deck works is you can, like, go into this stuff multiple times, so maybe it's going to be a bit better. I'm not too hot on this card at the moment, but we'll see. A card I am very hot on is Jack, on the other hand, though, and oh baby. So, Legend, Dragon Road, Light, that kanji I can read. This is Findart, or Jack, yeah. Level 3. 7-5-1. So those stats are a bit sus if you've seen Magvarius and stuff, but they make sense. So this has Strengthen, a level 2 or higher dragon. So, you know, negging quite a bit of an egg for that, but if you do it, it has Soul Guard built in, and it has double attack. So if nothing else, this is a double attacking 7-5-1, which is strong, but obviously a double attacking 7-5-1 with Charge Shield is very strong, and especially if we get something that gives it gives something to something in Soul, or we get a way to just, you know, spam this out very easily for like almost free or something. Like, there's a lot of potential in this card. Don't sleep on a 751 with charge shield. Like, if you haven't been playtesting the game, stuff with charge shield is balked. It's crazy. Like, it's super good. This with charge shield is much higher value than a Magvarius in terms of defense, because they have to deal 10 HP to it, right? Like, that's crazy. And it's immune to a singular destruction because of that charge shield. So do not sleep on the potential of this card. It's very, very, very good. That's it for this video. Don't want to waste any more of your time. Hope you guys enjoyed it, found it useful. I hope you're excited for set 2 like I am. Prepare for lots more set 2 stuff coming up over the next few weeks and months here as we head towards March. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel and like and hit the bell, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.